Hey everyone, welcome back, and we're here Saturday morning. It's a little bit rainy at the minute, but we're all getting ready for the big ride out. You'll see the road crew behind me there are all starting to get everyone marshalled up. Now the ride doesn't go out till about midday, but it's so large if you've been here, which I haven't. It's my first one, but I'm told if it's so large they have to start gathering people up early doors. There's a briefing with the guys at 10 o'clock. The amount of work getting put in by all the members of Dunedin is incredible. I've just come through registration and it's exactly the same faces from yesterday, and then the same people on the points, so massive effort. Well done, guys. The amount of work that you put into it is very visible to see. So there's all sorts of bikes lining up. We're hoping for a bit of drier weather soon enough, but in the meantime, here we go.
Your brother, your sister, and your mama too. We're about to go down, and you know just what to do. Wave your hands in the air like you don't care. Glide by the people as they start to look and stare. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance quick, oh mama. Come on, baby, tell me what's the word, oh word up. Everybody say, when you hear the call, you got to get it underway. Word up, it's a call to word. No matter where you say it, you know that you'll be heard. Now all you sucker DJs who think you fly, there's got to be a reason, and we know the reason why. Why you put on those airs and you act real cool. Got to realize that you're acting like fools. Now this music we can use it to breathe and dance. We don't have the time for psychological romance. No romance, no romance, no romance for me or my mama. Come on, baby, tell me what's the word up. Everybody say, when you hear the call, you got to get it underway. Down out for love, down out for love, down out for love. Yeah, yeah.
There is loads to see in this final part of the Road to Thunder series. But before we move on, can I ask you just to do me one favour and just smash the subscribe button down there below. Your support is really, really appreciated, and it will help the videos keep coming all the way through 2025. So the final part of this series starts with, of course, the famous mass ride out on the Saturday morning. I want to say a huge thank you to Martin Pennycook. He helped me pretty much for that entire ride out, and if I'm perfectly honest, without him, I have no doubt I would still be in the Highlands somewhere, totally lost, not knowing where I was. And it was because of Martin that I was able to capture the incredible drone footage and the bikes coming around the lock. It was very much appreciated, Martin. And as I said in the message, I owe you coffee for at least the next few rallies. So weather-wise, what a morning. It was beautiful for a minute, then it rained, and then it cleared, and then it was lashing, and then it was beautiful again. But all in all, we couldn't complain. It started out quite changeable, but as you can see from the footage, as it went on, we were treated to some incredible weather. A little windy in parts down by the lock, but it was, of course, we were absolutely wide open. But the ride out, apart from a little drenching at the start, we couldn't have asked for much better. The setup for the mass rally, really, really well organised. Fair play to Craig Stewart and his road crew team. You're marshalling so many motorcycles and keeping everyone safe and sound. You did a great job. The sheer number of machines was massive, and it took a huge team of volunteers to pull it off. But just before we set off on the ride out, I managed to grab a minute with David White, one of the road crew team, to tell us about his story.
My name's David White. I've been in the Dunedin chapter for 5 years. I've been to Thunder for 5 years and thoroughly enjoy it. And now I'm part of the crew for putting the banners and everything up here. And it's a great place to come. And the atmosphere is brilliant.
What made you get involved in the chapter?
My wife died a few years ago, and my daughter said to me, "You're sitting in the house too much." And they said, "Why don't you?" They found the Dunedin chapter, and they said, "Why do you not join the Dunedin chapter?" Well, so of course I had to go and buy a Harley. So I bought a Harley trike, so the grandkids could come with me, and they made me welcome, and I couldn't say anything bad about the chapter. The chapter is absolutely brilliant. And they help each other out the way it should be, and they've helped me a lot. I had a stroke on 5th of May. I was driving to Edinburgh Harley, and Craig Stewart, one of the directors, said, "You're no feeling well." I said, "No, I'm not 100%. He says, "You're having a stroke." I says, "No," I says, "Yeah, I'm not having a stroke." And I couldn't get off the bike. Oh, my right side was done. And they lifted me off, took me into a reception, phoned the ambulance and everything. They couldn't have done more for me. I'm going to be standing at a junction, so nobody can join the ride out. Stop all the cars, and once everybody's passed, I'll join in at the end and head to Granton and Spey for the mass break and it's all stop.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
get something to eat.
the number of bikes involved in this, without you guys, this could just be absolute chaos.
It's just mayhem. And sometimes we get folk joining in for the side, and they don't know the riding rules. They overtake when you're not supposed to overtake. We try to get it stopped, but it's not the easiest of things. But you can't cover every junction.
No.
So you just hope they behave themselves, but it's fine.
Well, so thanks for your hard work and thanks for today.
It's great. I wouldn't leave the place. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. Hey, I was just a skinny lad
bike riding's done, and the vast majority of the hard work is done. You see here behind me, this is the reward for all the hard work that the chapter members have been doing. They're letting the hair down, blowing off a bit of steam with their hoedown. There's a lot of blow up horses and hats, and everyone's just starting to relax a little bit. So let's go and have a look and see what they're up to.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. My heart, it doesn't really like fast cars. Wants to hang around the bars. Drink a glass of you for ours. If you wanna be with me, you need a dead man's heart. Your soul, burning slowly like a hot coal. In a place that only we know. We drove on and lost the road. If you wanna be with me, you better sell your soul. Sell it.
Many won't need to be introduced to you, but why don't you tell us who you are?
Yeah, so I'm Stuart Willicks and I'm the Dunedin chapter director.
Okay, and Thunder 2024,
Yep.
how's it going?
Yeah, it's the weather wasn't really good at the start. There was a lot of rain, but again, we're in Scotland and we need the rain for whisky. So it's really good. The Saturday has changed. The people have come in. The ride out was amazing today. We started off again raining, unfortunately. But then when we got round to Granton, I couldn't believe we were nearly an hour and a half parking up the bikes today in Granton, and it was heaving, it was bouncing. You know, the whole event's been good. The 5 this year has been slightly different. We've changed 1 or 2 things, introduced a bandstand outside a little through the day. We've just done a custom bike show, did it outside again through the day, and everybody's just mixing up, and it's really good.
Yeah, I think that's important. Whenever there's a change of the guard or a new move, it's good to do it. And what about your chapter members? What about them, mate?
Oh yeah, they're amazing. I mean, tonight, last year we had a chapter get together. There was 260 of us. Tonight we went with a country theme, as you can see, with cowboys and Indians. We've even got a Mexican. This was because the ladies at Harley did line dancing, so we thought, why not carry it on to Saturday night? Again, we're building friendships, we're building fun. It's all about, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, I was watching everyone working over the last few days. It's the same faces in the same places. It's an incredible effort by them, and without them, this just simply wouldn't happen.
Yeah, no, you're right. And it's everybody thinks, a good manager or leader isn't the person that leads the people underneath, that he needs to do the job. We've introduced a couple of new younger people this year. My son and my daughter stepped up and said, why don't you do this? And I said, well, don't tell me what to do, you do it. So my son was doing the telehandler and I was helping with the fencing. So of course it was a big difference for the guys there. Then my daughter's been making snacks and things through the day, so again, saves people having to buy sandwiches. Clubs throwing in some sandwiches, water, crisps and things like this. Again, building friendships and making everybody happy.
Absolutely. Well, listen, from someone from completely on the outside, you're an incredible team on here, and the event has been brilliant, and thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoy it.
Slow. If you wanna be with me, you better let me know.
So Thunder in the Glens 2024 was well supported by sponsors and traders. I'm not going to try and name all of the sponsors because I'll no doubt miss one, and I definitely don't want to do that. But what I will say, if you were there as a sponsor, you guys really do add that extra dimension it's great support for the hosting chapter, and it's a far better experience for visitors if you are there. So thanks very much. I do want to make mention of one sponsor, though, which is the lead sponsor was this year, of course, Roadskin. Now, Mark and Ian, I bumped into these guys. They're the minds behind Roadskin. Bumped into them a couple of times at different events, and they are always great fun to be around. They are lifelong motorcyclists. They clearly love what they do, and they are extremely supportive of Harley-Davidson riders, Harley-Davidson itself, and the hog community. Despite their best efforts to always play this down, Roadskin were instrumental in the early effort to secure the ancestral home of the Davidsons, which we covered in part 1 of the series. As you'll see in a few minutes, they're very, very quick to deflect any credit, but they really did show some full-on support. They are still involved today, and as such, they have to share in the credit following the brilliant news in late December 2024 that all of the hard work by Nairi and everyone else at the Davidson Legacy Preservation Group had paid off, and that the funding had been secured to save this important piece of history. And I'm pleased to see, and I'm constantly speaking with Nairi and the team, the process of moving the cottage into community ownership is now underway. Anyhow, I managed to grab a few minutes with Mark, and I got to ask him what it meant to him to be the lead sponsor of Thunder in the Glens 2024.
Top sponsor, main sponsor for Thunder in the Glens.
Yeah.
How have you found it?
I'll tell you, we've been very proud to sponsor Thunder in the Glen. It's our 3rd year, so to actually be able to sponsor it within such a short space of time is fantastic for us. We've enjoyed it. It's given us everything we wanted to do, and the main factor is it's for charity. So the money that's raised goes to charities, which is for us a very integral part. A lot of what we do is based around that, basically.
So I've had to grab you right at the end, because every time I went near your tent, you were absolutely swamped. How's Roadskin been received?
Honestly, it's to this week here. This weekend's been brilliant. For us, I know this for a fact. It's the best we've had, and what's I suppose humbling is the fact that people like the same gear. Me and Ian design all this gear based around us as bikers. I know you've heard this story before. We've been biking for 40 years. We know an awful lot about biking gear because we've imported loads from Australia, Dragon Jeans, etc., and we've used that to create Roadskin. And what we're humbled about is that so many people actually appreciate what we've done, and they like the gear that we produce. You know.
So part 1 of this series, which is where we're into part 3 here, but part 1 of this was down at the cottage, and I know that you've been working massively with the cottage, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, again, all of that is down to Nairi. Nairi approached us about 3 years ago, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know whether it's Edinburgh or the NEC, because it's a bit late at night, I can't remember, and I just thought it was such a great idea to support something that is, for me, a piece of social history, which is really important. Doesn't matter anywhere in the UK, social history we need to have it, because youngsters need to understand where things have come from. I suggested to Ian that we actually look at this seriously, and Ian fortunately was on the same wavelength as me and thought this would be a great project to move forward with. It helps us as much as it helps them, so it's not a one-way street. It's a give for both of us, and we're really pleased that they are so close now to actually getting where they need to be. And I know Nairi will always say, oh, it's all down to you. It isn't down to us. It's down to the hard work, her and the volunteers that keep that cottage going. And to me, it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you support it?
I know that everyone at the cottage really appreciates everything you've done, and I know that everyone at Thunder is delighted to have had you here, so enjoy the rest of your night.
Oh, trust me, we will. And we honestly, and I don't say this lightly, but we are very humbled by the way people have received us here, and they receive us every year. And yeah, to us, it's a joy. It really is a great event to come to. And I'd always recommend when we go to other events, we tell people, you've got to go to that. It's not just a Harley event, it's encompassing all motorcycles. So anyone that rides a bike, if you want to go to a great event, get to Thunder in the Glens.
So hopefully see you in 2025.
We've already talked to Stuart, that's happening, and we'll hopefully, depending on how the negotiations go, we'll be the main sponsors again.
Well, either way, I'll see you then.
Thanks, Ken.
Pressing up the wards, kicking out the tunes, everybody's got your name. Playing like a role underneath my soul, living with the masquerade. Treated like a king, but I'm feeling like a fool. I'm in my plastic world. Driving in reverse when the green light goes. I'm gonna make it somehow. Hitting all the highs, it's a perfect score. Riding out the pain, I'll be back for more. Feeling so good, I wanna let it go. Take me back home, take me back home, take me back home, would you please? Everybody's doing it, no one wants to say it. Ignorance will take you down. Come on up and see me, tell me that you need me. Why do you think I'm here tonight? Don't pretend to think you can stake that one in the double chance. Risking all you got, you only got one shot. You know what's coming around. Hitting all the highs, it's a perfect score. Riding out the pain, I'll be back for more. Feeling so good, I wanna let it go. Take me back home, take me back home, take me back home, would you please? Don't you come back, I'm not your lover. Don't you come back, I'm not your brother. Don't you come back, I'm not your lover. Hitting all the highs is a perfect score. Riding out the pain, I'll be back for more. Feeling so good, I wanna let it go. Take me back home, take me back home, take me back home, won't you please?
So as we headed into Sunday, the third day of the rally, there was still no let up in the calendar. There was entertainment during the day and also in the nighttime, of course. During the daytime, there was a couple of events. First of all, there was the Ladies of Harley ride up to the Cairngorms. And then a little closer to home, there was on-site the charity rides. Now, unfortunately, I was by myself and I had to make a call on which way to go. And if I'm honest, I want to capture a little bit more about the venue itself. So I opted for the charity rides. And what a fantastic afternoon. At this point, can I say a huge thank you to my friend and Dunedin chapter member, Ben Vale, who, despite his own busy weekend of volunteering, like all the volunteers there, worked round the clock, Ben was getting stuck in as well. And in spite of that, whenever I threw a camera at him or asked him to do this or do that to help me out as a buddy, he didn't complain. So Ben, good man, really appreciate you, mate, because there's quite a lot of this that wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for you. So thanks very much. So I love the idea of the charity rides. I thought it was a great element to the rally. And basically, visitors got to throw in a couple of quid to a charity box, and then they got to jump on the back of a Harley Davidson and get taken round on a number of laps around the venue itself. I thought it was a fantastic introduction to motorcycling for non-riders. We all know that one person that was taken out on a bike at some point, and of course the rider thought it would be great crack to ride it like it was stolen, scare the bejesus out of them, and as we know, tends to put people off for life. This, on the other hand, charity rides, they got to ride on the back of a Harley Davidson. So not only are they riding in style, but they've got a sensible rider in front of them. And I think as well that there is no doubt in my mind that as a result of these charity rides, there were people leaving that venue and they must have gone to their local dealership and ended up buying a bike, or certainly inquiring about a bike. I have to tell you this. There was one lady in particular. So I won't say who she was in case she doesn't want me to say. But she went on one of these charity rides, and round she went, and she had an absolute ball. When she jumped off, she was full of smiles. She was giddy, and we were chatting away. And essentially, I said to her, "Don't be relying on someone to make that happen again. Go and get your license." And later that evening, she came over to me. She goes, "I have a bone to pick with you." And I thought, right, okay. She goes, "You've just cost me a helmet and a CBT." And she'd gone ahead just straight off the bat and started the journey. So I'm hoping that if she's watching this, that you're actually moving on a little bit and have got your CBT and are starting your lessons. But I'd love to hear back from you if you are listening. Remember the big screen in the middle of the traders area? That was the messaging board for Live Fast, Die Old, which is a Scottish program, road safety, centering a lot around motorcycles, entirely around motorcycles. And the ladies that were there to represent were, again, like the volunteers, part of the furniture, seemingly worked around the clock. Every time I saw them, they were packing bags or dishing out bags or chatting to people and handing out leaflets. And, you know, they were really, really good crack to be around. And of course, we managed to get them on to the charity ride as well.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world, I'm turning inside out, yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now. Cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me
first of all, congratulations on the new position, customer experience lead for Harley UK. How's it going?
Yeah, really good, thank you. You know, it's something that I think, a position I've been around for a long time, a position I've known of, a position I've been very grateful to work close to. So it felt right. The timing was right, and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Brilliant. So, Thunder in the Glens, how's it gone for you this year?
Amazing. I mean, if you came to Thunder and didn't expect to get a tiny bit wet, then you probably would never come to Thunder. But it's actually not been as bad as the yellow weather warnings might suggest. We have had today 112 people through our demo rides, and if you add on Friday and Saturday, we've had over 260 odd riders for the weekend, which has been incredible. More bums on seats, people loving Harley.
Yeah, I mean, I was here earlier on, and it doesn't matter who gets off the bike afterwards, they're always beaming, obviously.
Yeah, completely. And, you know, we purposely use volunteer owners to take out our demos because they're sharing their absolute passion and love. You know, these guys own and ride the brand, so they don't need to lie, they're not trying to sell a bike, and it makes everyone else truly feel that love. You know, this is more... Oh, I'm going to sound so corporate. I was going to say this is more than a brand, it's a lifestyle, but it is. And, you know, using people that are invested in that.
So you obviously look as energetic and as radiant as you did when I saw you on Friday, but what about the rest of your team? A wee word for them.
Do you know what? I work with some incredible people. Can't say if they're as energetic as they were on Friday, but they're incredible people, and I'm blessed to be surrounded by people that truly, you know, I have a lot of love for, and they have a lot of love for me, so I'm just grateful.
And last thing, very light-hearted, I showed up here and I saw a butterfly and a cat face paint. Tell me the crack.
So there's a face painter in the corner, and we joked a little bit about, you know, what would you get painted, and one of the lads decided that, you know, he'd come out and say he wants to be a kitten, and then another said, oh, well, if you're a kitten, I'll be a butterfly. So I held them to it. If you're going to make comments like that, then you'd best be ready to paint your face.
Sounds like a dare to me too. Vicky, enjoy the rest of your time and best of luck with the teardown.
Thanks.
Gonna take it downtown. I'm throwing this around because it's been a few days and all I can say is I wanna shake the demons out. I know a little place where it doesn't matter if you're black or white. Just rock up in your old boots and know you got nothing to lose. Let the music make you feel alright. It feels good, right? We'll be here all night. Don't be so uptight. Come let me shine a light on where there is a spot where the flow is hot, but the drinks are not. Come on, show me what you got. Oh, can you help me? 'Cause I've been searching for another piece of mind. Yeah, out in the darker side of town. I wanna take you there. I wanna see you strut, strut, strut. let your hair down. Out in the dark outside of town, I wanna see you strut, I wanna see you get down, I wanna see you get down.
I'd like to thank everybody at the Dunedin chapter for helping me make this series possible. They really are a great bunch of people, and they happily accepted me, especially when I was around them constantly with cameras and mics. There was no grumbling, and they couldn't have done more for me, really. So thank you so much. To those of you that agreed to speak, particularly on camera, thank you for sharing your stories. Without you doing that, then what I'm trying to do is just not going to happen. It would be a waste of time. So again, thank you very much. And then finally, I want to say a massive thank you to Vicky Gunn. Vicky, thank you for your support before the event, during the event, and after. Thank you for the trust that you put in me, and I hope that I have done your rally and your chapter a service, and I cannot wait for the Road to Thunder 2025. Folks, that's it. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed it all. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and keep your eyes peeled for the next few weeks. Actually, there's going to be a video coming out each week where we're going to Wales for the next one. But for now, catch you in a bit.
Just want to say thanks for having us here. Thunder in the Glens is fucking amazing. Can't wait to get out there and entertain you. What a crowd, honestly. Brilliant. Have a good time. Enjoy.
Just like Marie Antoinette, building a remedy for Khrushchev and Kennedy. At any time, an invitation you can take. Caviar and cigarettes, well versed in etiquette, extraordinarily nice. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? To avoid complications, she never kept the same address. In conversation, she spoke just like a baroness. Middleman from China, but down to Geisha Minor. Then again, incidentally, me that way. Perfume came naturally from Paris. Because she couldn't care less, fastidious and precise. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Of her hat, she's as willing as playful as the pussycat, but momentarily out of action, temporarily out of gas. You're absolutely dry.